Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We've talked about bringing the fears of Ahl-e-Bait salam to life. And we've talked about in the context of Jamal, we've talked about in the context of what happened to Sayyidah Fatima Zahra and how her rights were usurped. And we've talked about this in the context in general about what happened to the household of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and how it is a responsibility on all of us to bring these affairs to life so that people who we can reach in this free society, we should reach to the point that the truth is made of, so that they're made aware of the truth. And one of the things I want to highlight over here is in some of the reflections I've been doing, it's some people talk about that when the Imam comes, everything will be sorted out. And till then, we have to stay quiet. We don't have to talk about anything. We don't have to make an effort in any regard. Just keep quiet. So let me play out a scenario that I've been thinking about myself. And I think it's important to play this out for everyone. So we know there are three steps to this. First of all, first step is we know that the Imam alayhi salam, the 12th Imam, will come one day. And if someone doesn't believe in that, that's a different story. But according to all the Shia and Sunnah narration, there will be a Imam, 12th Imam, um, whose name is Mahdi. He will come and fill the world with justice. Even in the non-Shia school of thought, in the regular Muslims, there are narrations that if only one day is left, Allah will extend that day to so long such that the the government of the 12th Imam, Imam Mahdi, is set up, who will be from the progeny of the Prophet, from the progeny of Sayyidah Fatma Zahra. So we know that will happen. Now the question is, what should we do? Should we prepare or should we keep quiet? So there are two options, right? One, we can prepare ourselves. Second one is we don't do anything, lead the life as is. And within preparation, what does that mean? Does that mean to be vocal? Does that mean to gain knowledge and convey to our generations? Does that mean to highlight the fears of the Ahl-e-Bait alayhi salam? And then on the other side, being quiet just means quiet. You don't talk about it. You go with your lives. You just go to the Muharram as part of culture, but you don't do anything. So there are two options, right? In terms of preparation, it's all of the above that I mentioned to relive the fear of Ahl-e-Bait alayhi salam, to convey it to your children, to maintain to highlight this to different people. And it all depends on your own circumstances. If you're in taqiyya, living in governments where you have to observe taqiyya, then you have to observe it differently than people who are not in taqiyya and they're faced with people who attribute the elevated status of Ahl-e-Bait alayhi salam to some of the companions who usurped the rights of Ahl-e-Bait alayhi salam. So that's the differentiation between preparation and not preparation. Within preparation, now let's come to the third stage. There are two options for the arrival of the Imam. One, no one knows, first of all, when he will come back. But if it is 0 and 1, we know either he will come in our life or he will not come in our life, right? These are the two options. So now, if we play out these three scenarios, there are four different options that we can come up with. One is we know that the Imam is coming, we are preparing according to our circumstances, and the Imam comes in our life. That's a win win situation. We can tell the Imam that we tried. The second situation is Imam is just coming, we are preparing, but the Imam doesn't come in our life. That's fine. At least we tried. The third option is the Imam is coming, we're not preparing, and the Imam doesn't come in our life. So when the time comes, when the Prophet will ask, what did you do after for the preparation of the 12th Imam? If he had come, we would be like quiet because we didn't do anything. And then the fourth option is the Imam is coming, we are not preparing, and then the Imam comes in the lifetime. Then we are in really bad shape because we never prepared, we never considered the Imam in our life, and he comes. And what are we going to do then? So that's why it's really important to prepare whether the Imam comes or not. And this goes directly with the narration that a brother, a close friend of mine, shared with us in one of the groups that I am part of. And he said that always prepare yourself for the Imam, prepare your equipment for the Imam. That doesn't mean you have to prepare your equipment literally. That means that you have to prepare yourself. You have to show that you're struggling for the cause of Ahl-e-Bait salam, and so that this effort that you're doing for the cause of Ahl-e-Bait salam, it will become part of your inventory when you're buried, so that when the Imam comes, and if you're resurrected with him to be his companion, or on the day of judgment, at least you can say you prepared your equipment for that time when the Imam comes. And that is exactly what we need to do, regardless of when the Imam is coming, regardless of what situation we are in. We need to prepare for the Imam, and the responsibility for people who are living in different societies is different. Assalamu alaikum.